on him, try to get, on that, just on the inside of that pad, just to set him upfield just a little bit, just so it gives that kicker more time, even, a split second just to get the kickoff.
Looked like they had 3 guys on 2 over there. Is that typical, or is that?
I mean, it happens. Some guys overload the middle, some guys overload the edges. It's just one of those things where they brought just enough pressure on that side. Try to read it inside out. By the time I got out, the guy was already around the corner.
Billy, how much have you played that position? I can't remember last year.
I played it last year a little bit, yeah. So I've done it for 2 years now. But a lot of it just came back to technique. Like I said, I went back and watched the clip, and then I went back also and watched the New Orleans clip, and it was the same thing. I was just too tight in my alignment. But those things have been fixed now, so we're all squared away.
I know it's so bang bang, but as he's going around, are you thinking, there's a chance he's going to get blocked here? I mean, can you notice that fast?
So I'll take you through it. So I read it. You're supposed to read it 2-to-1 inside out. So you give that presence in that D gap, and then you get out late. Well, by the time I got out there, it was too late. He was already dipping and getting around the corner, and unfortunately, he did block the kick.
Did you get a hand? I mean, we saw you throw.
I had one hand on him, but it wasn't enough to get enough pressure on him. He was already on the backside, so if anything, it would have been a holding. That's the last thing you want to do on that.
When you saw that your split was too tight on the New Orleans tape, is that something you were maybe warned about? Or, I mean, did you guys see that in week 2, or did it only just come up?
When you're in a crucial time in the game like that, and you're getting lined up, and the kicker's already walking back to his spot. It's just one of those things. You kind of have to have a sense of urgency to hurry up and get set, so you can make those adjustments to get ready for the snap. I didn't look back to see where the snapper was or where the holder was. And that's one of those things that I need to pay attention to. Is just take a glance back, see where he's lined up at, and look at Joel, see where his feet are. That way I can get lined up properly.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You say you were in that same spot last year?
I bounced around a little bit. Yeah, left side, right side, just depending.
So it was not a new.
No, it wasn't new. It was more of an alignment and technique situation, and I screwed up.
How are you playing on the D line?
I think we're playing well. I went in there and I think we're playing well as a unit. We got a lot of guys we can rotate and keep guys' legs fresh.
What's going on with the run D, and what can you guys do to correct it?
It's minor things, hand placement, footwork, just small things that we can all correct and go back to, and a lot of that is just repetition, getting it in practice, and there are definitely things that we can get fixed on.
But you guys keep saying little things, but haven't they been the same problem for 3 games now?
It has been a problem. I think a lot of it is just we're just not finishing. That's the biggest thing. Whether it's block release or any of that stuff. We just have to make a bigger emphasis on that stuff. With this week that we have off, just really take a chance to go back and watch the tape and see what exactly we're doing wrong, and then as a man go back in and make your corrections.
When you look at it looks to me like you guys have the personnel to be able to stop the run. Is there any doubt in your mind that you have the right guys?
Oh, no doubt. We have some depth in our D-line, like I said, and we have guys that can, step in there and not miss a beat. They're going to go in there and play the tail off. So I think that we definitely have the guys to get the job done. I think a lot of it is just to go back and work on our film study and really write down things that we need to correct and things that need to get fixed now.
To go back to the field goal for 1 second, how hard was it for you to deal with that, like Sunday night? I mean, obviously there's a bunch of plays in the game, but that was one key play. From
the social media to my family and friends, and it was really rough. I had to turn my phone off. It was rough on me as it was, but like I said, those things have been fixed. Nobody wants to give up a crucial block kick like that in the game. But it's one of those things that happen. It's been fixed, and we're moving forward.
I believe. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Bill.
Thanks, Billy, for talking.
You don't want your family and friends giving you a hard time.
Oh man, that was rough.